Hello everyone and welcome to my November wrap up. This is sadly the second time I've recorded this video. The first time I got it all recorded. I edited the whole entire video and I was about to watch it so I could upload it, and when I watched it, it was not in focus. So in case you guys don't understand, like iMovie, don't use it. And this is how I do it when I edit. It's just like in like my videos just like in the corner, and like I can hear it and I can see it, but I can't like really see it because it's only like this big. And then after I'm all done, I watch it on like my full screen computer, and then I can see it more. And when I could see it better, I realized the whole video was not in focus. So here we are, filming this again. So before we get into this wrap up, I would like to share with you guys I got my first sponsorship. It was on Instagram, but I'm still going to share it with you guys. I will have the name of the company on the screen. Just look up that company and then you can get a watch like this. There are different watches. You can get it for yourself, you can get it for Christmas, and you can get 30% off using the code I will put on the screen is Stacy D, and in case you're confused how to spell it, I will put it on the screen. So yeah, don't feel obligated to do the sponsorship. I'm just going to tell you guys I've not made any money off of it yet. I did post it on Instagram, but I don't think anyone got it with my code, and I didn't think I really would. It was more just I wanted to do it for the milestone of like having my first sponsorship. So yeah, don't feel obligated, but if you do want a new watch or want to get a watch for somebody for Christmas, you can use my code and get 30% off. So now let's get into the wrap up, and before we get into it, I do want to say I did terrible this month with reading, which is kind of funny that I'm doing a wrap up because I haven't done them in a while, and then I do a wrap up when I did terrible with reading. But I was just kind of in the mood to do a wrap up. I don't know why. I've been watching some of them, so I kind of felt like doing one. So yeah, let's get into it. The first book I completed this month is The Bone Witch by Rin, and the last name I don't want to butcher, so I'm not going to say. This book is about a girl named T, and she finds out she's a bone witch when she raises her brother from the dead, and she basically, her whole town like doesn't really like bone witches. They look down on them, so she has to go to a different town with this old woman who is also a bone witch, where bone witches are trained and more accepted. She has to leave her entire family to do that and may never see them again. So I didn't really care for this book a lot. The characters were just kind of bland, and yeah, it just wasn't really very good. I feel like there's a lot of detail in this that didn't need to be in this. Like, this was over 400 pages, and like it could have been 200. Sorry, my camera died, but anyways, back to what I was saying with this book. The characters just weren't that interesting, and I mean, I would still recommend checking it out because like maybe you'll connect with the characters, but I just didn't really connect with them at all. The storyline was kind of cool, but I mean, I feel like it could have been a lot shorter. So like basically the fixes I would say to this book to make it better is give the characters more personality and maybe shorten the story a little bit, because it was really long and not a ton happened in these 400 pages, and I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. The next book I completed this month was Two Dark Regions by Kendra Blake. This is the third book in the 3 Dark Crowns series, and I love this series so much. I've rated this book 5 out of 5 stars, and I've rated every book before this 5 out of 5 stars. So I can't really tell you exactly what this book is about because it would spoil things if you haven't read the other books, but I'm going to just tell you what the series is about. So it starts out with 3 triplet sisters, and so in the like land they live in, every queen gives birth to 3 triplets, and they're all girls, and basically they have like, I think at age 16 they basically kind of fight each other, I guess. Well, they just try and kill each other, and whoever is left standing is then the new queen. Kind of a dark story. But there are 3 queens this is about. Their names are Catherine, and I don't know how to say all of them because there's one that's Eris Sun, and I forgot the other one. It starts with an M. Maribel, that's what it was. I couldn't think of that one, that's why I had to look. But anyways, so they are one of them is going to be queen, and they have to try and kill each other. And Catherine is, so they have like each queen is like in different groups. I'm sorry, I'm doing so bad at explaining this, but Catherine is in the poisoner group. Maribel is in the Elements group, I believe that's what it's called, but they control like the elements, like wind, all that. And then Arasan, and I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, but that's how I said it in my head, she is in like the Naturalist group, so she does like animals and like plants and stuff. And yeah, it just goes on from like the story starts when they're like in their like almost about ready to the age where they're gonna like kill each other, and that's where the first book takes off, and all three just follow that, and it's so good, and I would highly recommend it. These are so good. I've loved every one. The first 50 pages is kind of slow because you're just getting introduced to anything, but don't let that discourage you, because after like 50 pages you get all of a sudden get really sucked into it without even realizing. Before you know it, you'll be flying through all three of the books, so I highly recommend. So kind of embarrassing, that's all the books I completed this month, but I do have 3 current reads and I'm over halfway through all of them, but it's still super embarrassing. I only finished 2 books, but I said this in the other video, but then like I said, I didn't actually get to post it. I feel like December is going to be a good reading month, and just a good month in general. I don't know why, I just kind of feel like that, but I don't really know if that's true because it's December 2nd today, and I've so far in the month of December only read 25 pages, so I'm starting to think that that was a false feeling. Anyways, so the first current read I'm going to talk about is Fireblood by Ellie Blake. I am almost done with this. I am 85% through it. As you can see from where my bookmark is, I am almost done with it. I'm so close. And so definitely look out for this on my December wrap up. The next book that I'm going to talk about that is a current read is Black Like Me by John Howard Griffin. I'm reading this for my AP English class, and I am 69% through it. And we're reading this almost every night for a while. We'd read like 20 pages, something a night, sometimes more, sometimes less, most of the time more. But then we just kind of stopped, and he stopped assigning pages, and we just started watching movies in class, which I'm definitely not complaining about because they're actually really good movies we're watching. So I don't know if we're ever going to finish this. I would assume we would, but I have no idea. Look out for this in my December wrap up, but I honestly have no idea if it's going to be there because I don't know if we're going to have to finish it. It is a pretty good book, but I'm not going to finish it on my own if we don't finish it for the class. And my final current read is A Summer Heat by Rachel Van Dykeen. I don't know if that's how you say that. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I don't want to put my camera out of focus by trying to show you. But I have a Bookstagram and I posted pictures of it on there, so I will put that in the screen in case you guys want to check that out and see what it looks like. Really weird fact about this book, I tried to find it on Goodreads and it wasn't there. I found the author on Goodreads, but this was not listed as one of her books, which is really strange, but I'm going to read it anyways because that doesn't really matter. But it is pretty good so far. I'm 230 pages into it and it has like 380 some pages. But I don't know what percent that is because I can't put it in on Goodreads. So yeah, this is pretty good. So be ready to see this on my December wrap up. That is everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though I didn't have that many books to show you. Hopefully this was all in focus, and if it's not, I am just not doing a November wrap up because I'm not recording that for a 3rd time. Like, I've had every problem with YouTube like this weekend. Like, I've had so many issues. If you guys follow me on my Bookstagram or look at my Snapchat stories, you will see I've had like 2 big problems with 2 videos, and then like of course the batteries like go out my camera and I have to change them like today, which I mean that's not really a problem that happens all the time, but like of course it happens today when I've had like thousands of other YouTube problems. But anyways, normally problems come in 3, so hopefully I'm done having problems with YouTube. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!